Welcome to day 13 of the 28-day photo challenge. Today we're looking at reflections.
So this video I wasn't actually going to do today, but I just thought of 3 examples which kind of works out. So I'm going to show you how to utilize reflections. And I have 3 perfect examples right now. So the first one right there, we have some ice on the road and it's reflecting off of the sunset. So if we zoom way in and take a picture of that reflection, then we'll isolate just the road area. I'll crop in because I don't have a lens that's going to be zooming that much. So we'll only have a view of the road, which is going to accent all of the reflections on the little icy patches going across it. So now when taking reflections, you want to have your exposure down quite a bit. So I'm going to sit right about here. ISO is 100 and I'm 1 step underexposed. The shutter speed at 320. So we'll see how this is right now. Let's try and get some of that road going further away and we will snap a picture. So now I can crop this picture in, and when I lower the exposure in post, it's gonna make all of those little reflections off of the ice pop out. Now, for the second example of using reflections, we can use them to accent pieces. So right here on this little gauge that's at the top, where I'm getting 10.2 miles per gallon, if I move, you might be able to pick it up on this camera. If not, then you'll see it in the picture. But there's a reflection coming across out the window of the snow. So we have a perfect black and white reflection going across. So I'm gonna try and get that. The 10.2 miles per gallon is in the black section and it's just cutting across from there. So the accent point between the 2 contrast areas is gonna lead your eyes right into the reading on the gauge. I'm gonna focus. There we are. Oh, look, you can see all the fingerprints and everything on it. That's nice. Okay, so we're really underexposed. I'm only at an 80th of a second. So I'm gonna bring the ISO up to about 640. Good. Now we just gotta move just so that reflection is going right across and the 10.2 miles per gallon is sitting in the black area. And we can snap the picture. So now we've utilized reflections again to add accents to whatever we're taking a picture of. Now the third example, the most reflective surface, is a mirror. We could use the side mirrors and just take a picture so that way we have, something interesting, but there is a bunch of ice on the rear window. So if I zoom right in, if I make the focal point the rear window, then we can utilize this reflection to get a picture of the ice with a nice bokeh behind it. So that one's pretty stupid. I'm not gonna lie. That's a pretty terrible picture. Something that could be used in some kind of better instance. For instance, if we bring the window down all the way, we can take a picture out of this extremely dirty mirror, but that's going to add tons of bokeh all the way around it, which will add, some character toward the sunset that's happening in the background. And now, because I'm looking outside instead of in the truck, I'm extremely overexposed. So I'm going to bring that back down to ISO 100, which shutter speed at 80 is still good. Now, those trees are really far away, so I'm going to be focusing all the way on those. And that lady's walking her dog, so I'm just gonna respect privacy. I'm gonna come all the way over here, try and get some of that snow on the ground in there, and shoot. There we are. That's pretty good. That's not bad. I'm pretty content with that. You can utilize reflections to take some pretty interesting things that you wouldn't, normally use. So that's pretty much using reflections, is there's a couple different instances. You can use it to accent lighting points, which you wouldn't normally see just by adjusting exposures. You can use it as an accent piece that's gonna highlight the area that you wanna show off. And unlike the rear view mirror picture, you can use it to show something, somewhat cool that would have otherwise been a fairly boring picture if I were to take a picture of it just facing backwards like in the side view mirror. Hopefully you got something out of this. Like the video if you liked it. Subscribe if you haven't already, or don't do any of it. I'm not telling you what to do.